To venture the truth is what gives human life and the human situation pith and meaning. To venture is the fountainhead of inspiration. Calculating is the sworn enemy of enthusiasm, the mirage whereby the earthly person drags out time and keeps the eternal away, whereby one cheats God, himself, and his generation. God creates out of nothing wonderful, you say, yes, to be sure, but what he does is still more wonderful, he makes saints out of sinners. Everyone takes their revenge on the world. Mine consists in bearing my trouble and sorrow shut deep within me, while my laughter keeps everyone amused. I laugh with one face, I weep with the other. Not to put often to the test a thing which must be done, and which when once it is done will supply the strength that is needed, so let it be done. Above all forget him who write this, forgive a man who, though he may be capable of something, is not capable of making a girl happy. How extraordinary! Socrates always spoke of having learnt from a woman. Oh, I can also say, I owe what is best in me to a girl, but I did not exactly learn it from her, I learnt through he. God is the only one does not grow tired of listening to men. The leveling crusade is not the action of the individual but the work of reflection in the hand of an abstract power. It is therefore possible to calculate the logarithmic it in the same way that one calculates the diagonal in a parallelogram of forces. The battle against princes and popes is easy compared with struggling against the masses, the tyranny of equality, against the grin of shallowness, nonsense, baseness and bestiality. A crowd in its very concept is the untruth by reason of the fact that it renders the individual completely impenitent and irresponsible, or at least weakens his sense of responsibility by reducing it to a fraction. My principal thought was that in our age we had forgotten what it means to exist, and what inwardness signifies. Becoming subjective is the task proposed to every human being. Crowd is composed of individuals, but it must also be in power of each one to be what he is, an individual, and no one at all, no one whatsoever is prevented from being an individual unless he prevent himself by becoming one of the masses. The demoralization that comes from the press can be seen from this fact. There are not 10 men in every generation who, Socratically speaking, are afraid of having a wrong opinion. But there are thousands and millions who are more frightened of standing alone, even with an opinion which is quite right, than of anything else. When something is in the papers, it is so certain that there is always a good number of people having the opinion or about to express it. Indeed, if the press were to hang a sign out like every other trade, you'd have to write, "Here men are demoralized in the shortest possible time, on the largest possible scale, for the smallest possible price." Public is everything and nothing, the most dangerous of all powers and the most significant. One can speak to a whole nation in the name of the public, and still the public will be less than a single real man, however unimportant. It is only after the individual acquired an ethical outlook, that there can be any suggestion of really joining together. Otherwise, the association of individuals who are themselves weak is just as disgusting and harmful as the marriage of children.